Good afternoon, my dear students. Today I am going to discuss one of the important chapter, these tissues regarding the 9th standard. So before going to the tissues, we should know the basic unit of the life or organism. So what is the basic unit of an organism or functional unit of an organism? So the basic unit of an organism is the cell. The cell is nothing but the structural and functional unit of the organism. Cell. The structural and functional unit of the organism. So it's called cell. So the first time cell was discovered by Robert Hooke. So you take whatever the organisms, living organisms, it may be plants or animals or microorganisms. They may be made up of single cell or many cells. If the organism is made up of a single cell, then such organism is called unicellular organism. Unicellular organism. For example, amoeba, Intina, Paramecium, like that. If the organism is made up of more than 2 cells, such organisms are called multicellular organisms. Multicellular. Multi means many. Multicellular organism. Here, these organisms, unicellular organisms containing only single cell, through which all the functions will be carried out. In case of multicellular organism or organisms, so they have a different types of cells and tissues. So in case of plants, the plants exhibit only the tissue level of organization. But in case of animals, especially in the multicellular animals, the functions are carried out by a different types of cells or different types of tissues or organs or organ systems. So the main topic is the tissues. So what is in the tissue? Tissue is nothing but the group of cells. Tissue is nothing but the group of cells have common origin, structure and perform a function. It's called tissue. So one of the term is there, that is called histology. What is in the histology? Histology is nothing but it is a branch of biology which deals with the study of tissues and their organization. Study of tissues and their organization. Tissue means the group of cells having common origin, structure and perform a function is called tissue. So the study of tissues is called histology. Or you can say that histology is a branch of biology which deals with the study of the tissues and their organization. So already I said the plants exhibits only the tissue level of organization, but in case of animals, the animals also different types of organ systems. Okay, so let us study about the different types of tissues. Tissues are mainly classified into 2 types, that is plant tissues and animal tissues. Plant tissues are broadly classified into 2 types based on the functions, the meristematic tissue and permanent tissues. So meristematic tissue is again classified into 3 types, apical meristem, lateral meristem and intercalary meristem. Okay, the permanent tissues are also classified into mainly 2 types, the simple permanent tissues and complex permanent tissues. So simple permanent tissues again classified into 3 types, parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. Then complex permanent tissues are also called as classified into 2 types, xylem and phloem. Xylem is also known as water conducting tissue. Water conducting tissue. Similarly, phloem is also called as food conducting tissue. in tissue. So this is about a briefly classification of plant tissues. Let us study the classification of animal tissues. Animal tissues are also classified into four types based on the functions: the epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, connective tissue, and the nerve tissue. Again, this epithelial tissue is also classified into different types based on the structure and functions of the epithelial cells: a squamous epithelium, ciliate epithelium, columnar epithelium, cuboidal epithelium. Like that, muscular tissue is also bifurcated into three types: striped muscles, unstriped muscles, and cardiac muscles, or they are also called as the heart muscles. Connective tissue is also classified into three types based on the nature of the matrix: loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue, and fluid connective tissue. Then there is no further classification in the nerve tissue. It is only one tissue, that is nerve tissue. So next, so now we will discuss one by one. The first tissue, that is meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissue. What is meristematic tissue? It is a type of plant tissue, of course. Meristematic tissue means it is a living tissue, living plant tissue having cells which are capable of cell division. Capable of cell division. Cell division. Meristematic tissue means it is a type of a plant tissue, or it is a living plant tissue having the cells which are capable of cell division. Cell division. So meristematic tissue is located in various parts of the plant body, especially in the growing parts of the plant body. Like it is found in root tip, stem apex, and in buds. So it is present in growing parts of the plant body such as root tip, shoot tip, or stem apex and buds. So based on the structure and functions of the meristematic cells, it is classified into three types. Already I said: apical meristem. This one is apical meristem. Epi means above. Apical meristem is located in the shoot tip or root tip. The main function of this apical meristem is to increase the growth or the length, especially the length or height. Next, second one, lateral meristem. So it is located in the lateral side of the stem apex and root tip. The main function of this lateral meristem is it increases the girth of the plant body. Girth of the plant body. The third one, intercalary meristem. It is located in the internodes of the leaves. Internodes are the base of the leaves. Base of the leaves, which is helpful for or which increases the internode of the leaves. internode of the leaves. So the meristematic tissue means it is a living plant tissue having the cells which are capable of cell division. So it is located or it is found in the growing parts of the plant body such as shoot tip, stem apex or stem tip, and in birds. So basically based on the functions and structure of the cells, the meristematic tissue is classified three types: apical meristem, lateral meristem, and intercalary meristem. The apical meristem located or present in the root tip and stem apex. The main function of this is to increase the length or height of the plant body. Then lateral meristem, it is located in the lateral side of the root tip and stem apex, which increases the girth or diameter of the plant body. Then intercalary meristem is located at the internodes or base of the leaves, which is responsible for to increase the internodes or nodes of the leaves. Okay, stop it here.